Chapter 5 Into the Pharaoh's Palace. Snot Rod, Boost, and DJ were exhausted from paddling for such a long time. "Are we ever gonna get off this thing?" asked Snot Rod. "I don't know," Boost replied. "We've been stuck out here for what feels like hours." After a while, DJ pointed something out. "What is that up ahead?" he asked. "That's an island or something," Boost replied. "I think we may have made it to Egypt." The three started paddling over to the land beyond them. "We should check it out to make sure we're in the right place," said Boost. DJ looked at the nearby sign and said "Port Said" on it. "This is Africa, all right," DJ remarked. "We made it," said Snot Rod, and he sneezed afterwards. "Not quite yet," added Boost. "We need to continue on." Boost started moving, and DJ and Snot Rod followed soon. "This is going to take a while," said DJ. "I know, but we have to keep going," Boost added. "We are going to need gas," added Snot Rod. Okay. Then we head for the nearest gas station," said Boost. They headed to the first gas station and got refueled. "Now we have to find the others," Boost said. "I hope they didn't run into trouble." 3 hours later, Boost, DJ, and Snot Rod soon came up to a palace that was near Giza. "I don't think this is a good idea to intrude on this place," said DJ. "There should be someone here who can guide us," Boost remarked. The door to the palace opened and they headed inside. "This looks old," said Snot Rod. "These have been deserted for centuries," DJ added. "I don't know if there are cars still living here." "Well, we are looking to see if there are," said Boost. They drove down a series of halls till they reached a big room. "This was most likely the throne room," said DJ. "What makes you think that?" asked Boost. "The size," DJ replied. A 1972 Dodge Dart soon appeared out of nowhere. "Who goes there?" it asked. "We're in need of some help," Boost replied. "The Pharaoh will see you," the Dart said. A stage started to roll out and a curtain opened to reveal Wingo sitting on it. Wingo had painted himself black with some dark green spots and also had stickers all over his body, even on his windows. He was also wearing a Pharaoh hat on his roof and was holding a stick with his right wheel. "Who dares to enter my Boost? DJ? Snot Rod?" said Wingo. "Wingo?" said Snot Rod, Boost, and DJ at once. "You guys are okay?" said Wingo. "Yeah, why are you wearing that Pharaoh hat?" asked Boost. "Oh, I came to this palace and it seemed deserted, but these guys appeared maybe they're Pharaoh," Wingo replied. "I can see you also painted yourself a new color," Snot Rod added. "Yeah, I needed something that would make me stand out," Wingo said. "What is all that stuff you have?" "We stole this from Manasseh on our way over here," DJ replied. "Now we can find this easily," Wingo said. "Are the girls okay?" asked Boost. "Molly's attached to this chain," Wingo replied. "Molly came out into the open and she was painted gold." "Wingo is just not making me a fake slave," said Molly. "That's what pharaohs did back then," Wingo exclaimed. "And Ala is also here too." "Where is she?" asked Boost. "Probably in the back room," Wingo replied. "We have a compass that will lead us straight to the sarcophagus," said Boost. "Was it one of the things you stole from Manasseh?" asked Wingo. "Yes." "So it was that trailer Snot Rod has attached to him," Boost replied. "Snot Rod looks like he's armed with a bumper," said Wingo. "You know he doesn't have a visor over his windshield like we do," Boost added. "I'm aware of that," said Wingo. "Were you waiting for us to come before you went to look for the sarcophagus?" asked Boost. "Yes," Wingo replied. Who's this guy who greeted us?" asked DJ, looking at Dart. "Oh, that's Dominic," Wingo replied. "The Pharaoh has been around for about 6 hours," said Dominic. "You were made Pharaoh 6 hours ago," Boost said. "Yes," said Wingo. "What do we do now?" asked DJ. "You and Dominic can go look around and find a way to the pyramids," Wingo replied. "Okay then, Pharaoh," said DJ. "Snot Rod can take his trailer in case Manasseh shows up," Wingo added. And Alice soon came out and she was painted all brown. "You guys are okay?" she exclaimed. "Yes, and we stole Manasseh's stuff," Boost added. "They claim they have a compass that will lead straight to the sarcophagus," Wingo said. "It does," Boost exclaimed. "That's why I sent DJ to go with Dominic to see if the compass is actually real," Wingo continued. Dominic and DJ were outside the palace following the arrow on the compass. "I know this place even before we found the Pharaoh," said Dominic. "You sure seem like you do," DJ remarked. Dominic headed into a series of caves and DJ followed. "Does this look like the right way to the pyramids?" DJ asked. "It's a hidden path to avoid the bad guys," Dominic replied. DJ knew that he would not need to worry about Manasseh finding him in the tunnels if he kept following Dominic through them. The two of them soon reached a path that was super narrow. "Man, this is tight," said DJ as he drove through. "The pyramids have not been investigated in years," said Dominic. "You sure don't go to them very often, huh?" asked DJ. "No," Dominic replied. "We often hear that it's cursed, so we stay away from them." "How exactly are they cursed?" DJ added. "Any car goes in, never comes out," Dominic said. "How would one get the sarcophagus of Men Curry out of there?" DJ said. "I wouldn't know. The sarcophagus is an old legend," Dominic replied. "It would not likely be in any of the pyramids. Maybe that's what the so-called curse you mentioned earlier is caused by it," DJ said. Boost drove up to Molly and began talking with her. "Like being a fake slave?" he asked. "How did you manage to do it?" Molly asked. "I was a real slave, and it was kind of scary sometimes," Boost replied. "Did they ever chain you the way I have Molly chained right now?" asked Wingo. "Sometimes, but that was the least scary part," Boost replied. "However, they would beat the other slaves sometimes when we made a mistake." "Don't worry, Molly, I would never do that to you," said Wingo. "Thanks, Wingo," Molly said. "You are one of us, and I actually am not a real Pharaoh," Wingo added. "You're a fake?" cried Boost. "Yeah, when Dominic and the others found me and the girls, they made me Pharaoh, and that's when we painted ourselves new colors," Wingo said. "He decided to make me his false slave and painted me gold," Molly added. "I can see that," said Boost. "Are you going to continue on with your story?" asked Wingo. "Oh yeah. I would have been forced to look for artifacts, but that's when you guys showed up and rescued me," said Boost. Wingo then turned around to show his back, which had "Go Wingo" written across his taillights alongside more stickers. "They even put those on you?" said Boost. "Yeah, so you know that I am their Pharaoh," Wingo exclaimed. "The paint job Ramon gave me back in Rainier Springs didn't fit the pack." "The pack?" said Boost. "There are more cars here," Molly said. "A whole bunch of other Dodge Darts showed up along with some 1966 Jaguar XJ13s. Showed up and watched Wingo. "All hail the Pharaoh," they said. "See, they absolutely love me," said Wingo. "You have to speak their language." Wingo said something in African, and Boost tried to make it out. "What are they saying?" asked Molly. "I don't speak African," Boost exclaimed. "Wingo somehow learned it and has been saying all these things that are impossible to make out," said Molly. DJ started driving over bridges and platforms that were spaced out from each other. "Man, that was a jump," he said. They soon came up to a wall that was blocking their path. "This is where it ends," said Dominic. "Maybe there's a way to bust through this wall," said DJ. He started pushing at the walls, trying to break it open. "It's not going to fall over," Dominic explained. "You've tried this before," DJ said. "No, but it's a strong wall," said Dominic. "I think I found it," said DJ, pushing a part that caused the whole wall to fall down. "The pyramids are just ahead," DJ exclaimed. "We're not going down into any of them," said Dominic. "Fine, but we are looking around," said DJ. He drove around the following arrow on the compass. "This is not it," DJ said, coming up to a big pyramid. "There are between 118 and 138 of these things," he added before continuing on to the next one. "Nope, this isn't it," DJ exclaimed. He looked at the compass and saw it was pointing straight ahead of him. "Is it really the one in the medium pyramids?" he asked. DJ drove over the medium-sized pyramids and started to analyze them. "I don't think it's in any of these," he said. "So it's in the small pyramid," DJ said. "That is it. I just need a team to get the sarcophagus out of there." DJ drove back to Dominic and explained what he found. "You can get that yourself," said Dominic. "I am not going to do that," DJ exclaimed. "We should head back." The two started to head back. Boost and Wingo were having a dance party with the others. "This sure is awesome, huh?" asked Boost. "Yep, running this sure is fun," Wingo replied. "Do you guys need anything?" asked Anala. "I could use some more fuel," Boost said. Anala then left to find something for Boost. "Too bad DJ's missing out," Snot Rod said. "Yeah, because we're here to look for the sarcophagus," Boost said. "You mean find it before Manasseh does?" Wingo added. "But Manasseh's not here," said Molly. "That's right," Wingo said. DJ and Dominic soon came in and were surprised. "What is going on here?" asked DJ. "Low celebrating," Snot Rod replied. "Oh, because the sarcophagus is here?" asked DJ. "Yep," Wingo replied. "Well, I found the exact location of it," said DJ. Where is it? Asked Boost. It's in a small pyramid located with a whole bunch of other big ones. DJ replied. The compass did lead you to it, said Boost. Yeah, it sure did, DJ added. So when do we plan on getting this thing? Asked Molly. Soon after we finish this party, because I don't know when Manasseh's going to show, DJ replied. He put on Gangsta Gangsta by NWA and began to join the party. You know, I'm so glad we split up back in London, said Boost. Why's that? Asked Nala, who returned him with an oil can. DJ found the exact location of the sarcophagus. Boost replied, taking his oil can. The compass actually led me to the exact spot the sarcophagus is likely located, DJ said. That's great, DJ, said Nala. He plans on leaving after we finish celebrating so that way Manasseh won't be able to get to it, Boost added. Dominic also said the pyramids are cursed and no one has ever come from there alive, DJ exclaimed. That's most likely a myth, said Wingo. But we should be alarmed in case we get ambushed. Manasseh and his henchmen had just arrived at the fort and saw the washed-up crate on the shore. They're here, Manasseh exclaimed. Is that our box? Asked Stu. We should wait by the shore in case they come back, Manasseh said. And that is our box. They got off the ship and drove up to the container and looked inside. Everything that was in here is gone, said Stu. They must have taken everything before they floated here on this crate. The compass is missing from here, so is my chiller for defense, said Manasseh. They will have to come back sometime, and so we are going to wait here until they do. Then what? Asked Stu. We are going to get those pugs for taking everything from me. Especially Mr. Johnson and Miss Bradley, Manasseh replied. They started to get set up for their ambush, and they didn't notice tire tracks in the sand nearby.